Engineer Mohamed Ismail, Doctor Facility of Engineering Electrical Department, member of the Foreign Relations and African Affairs Committee of the Egyptian Engineers Syndicate, and Raptor of the Community of Governance, Integrity, Transparency, and Anti-Corruption at the Egyptian Syndicate of Engineers, member of the Strategic Planning Committee of the Federation of African Engineering Organization. Sir, I request you to deliver your speech now. Mohamed, sir.
Thank you. Okay. Our topic today is about great Nelson Mandela, who was a figure of anti-apartheid. Apartheid, the suffering of blacks of time in a time of discrimination between blacks and white because of the occupation, who was preventing them from entering exam, restaurant, using transportation, etc. Childhood of the Nelson Mandela. Nelson Mandela is one of the figures that was fighting for anti-apartheid in South Africa. He was born in Viso, South Africa at 18th of July 1918. His father was Henry Mandela, chief of Viso. At the age of 16, Mandela attended the Clark Berry Boarding Institute to study Western culture. He spent his childhood in Tembo. He has an honorific name, Madiba, given from his clan. For the education and early career, Nelson attended Methodist missionary schools, enrolled at the University of Fort Hare in 1938, befriended Oliver Tambo, both expelled in 1940 for political activities, worked in law, and he have a lot of activities and provided and studied law at the University of Witwatersrand, opened firm with Oliver Tambo in 1952, first Black African legal practice. Next slide, we can talk about political activism for Nelson Mandela. Joined the African National Congress in 1944. He was the president of ANCYL in 1951. Then he banned from ANC in 1952. And Mandela was banned for a period of 6 months in December from attending meetings or talking to more than one person. So his ANU Transvaal presidency became impractical. For his travel and arrest on 30 July 1952, under the law of eradication of communism, Mandela was arrested and tried in Johannesburg as a part of 21 defendants. The release of Nelson from the prison in Cape Town on 11 February 1990 was the most striking symbol of the end of apartheid in South Africa. His dramatic walk from the gates of the prison hand in hand with his wife Winnie captured the world's imagination. For his cooperation with some countries like Egypt and also India and Malaysia, Indian people helped in the development of South Africa during occupation. Egypt was from the first countries in the world to have the ANC African National Congress office. Egypt was supporting African fighters with weapons to resist racial discrimination against the foreign colonizers. He was given the honorable doctor from Cairo University at Egypt. Nelson always has the president Gamal Abdel Nasser as his idol. When he visited Egypt 1992, he visited his grave and said, I was there at the tip of the content growing up on my tiptoes to see me. Sorry, my date with you is 25 years late. The real contribution of Nelson Mandela in the society is number one, removing apartheid. Then on May 10, 1994, Nelson Mandela officially became the first black president of South Africa, succeeded in reconciling tribes and races in South Africa, encourage the handling of apartheid crimes in the Truth and Reconciliation Commission. Under Mandela leadership, the government introduced equality of assistance for the community, including disabled people assistance, child care assistance, and elderly pension funds, which were given a level of improvement for various South Africa racial groups. Mandela encourages other countries to resolve conflicts through diplomacy and reconciliation. Free health services were provided for children under 6 years of age and pregnant women. A regulation whose coverage was extended to all users of basic level public health service in 1996. In September 1998, Mandela was appointed and movement and held its annual conference in Durban. He used this program and chauvinistic interests of Israeli government for Palestine conflict and forcing India and Pakistan to negotiate to end the Kashmir conflict. Inspired by the economic boom, its economic ties with East Asia, especially with Malaysia, despite being crisis. Me as at Egyptian Syndicate of Engineers, which includes 800,000 engineers, we are inviting you to cooperate with us. We have a capacity building program with many countries like Uganda, Zambia, Chad, Rwanda, Tanzania, a lot of countries we have the Egyptian engineer, and all countries join opposing an idea which is having a connection periodically on any group that can communicate us. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. It was very enlightening.